like we were going to get a intentional effort tonight on both ends, but defensively, I thought we were just locked in to hold them to 14, any NBA team to 14 points in a quarter. I thought that was conversely compared to yesterday, it was a big difference. And it set the tone because in the second half, we didn't, score the ball like we typically can, but the defense in the first half was really impressive. And I just thought we made it tougher on Jeremy tonight. There were a number of times where our guys communicated a trap or a blitz on him, and we didn't even call it from the bench. They were all on the same page. 2 guys on the ball, the other 3 were shrinking the floor, and just made it tough on him because, he's an all-star level player, and he's playing at that level. So we had to give him a ton of attention tonight.
Then on Chris, this may be a weird question, but because he's had the ball so much in his career, it seems like that's the way for him to find the rhythm. So how does he find it without?
It's tough. I mean, I don't have a really good answer for that. I think it's something that we have to explore and figure out. We don't want to, as much as we want to facilitate through other guys, we don't want him to not touch the ball on consecutive possessions down the floor. I don't think that benefits us at all. I do think we have to continue to find a balance, though, where Mikal brings it up and gets us into something and then gets Chris and Book with a live ball on the second side. I think that's advantageous to us. But if we go down the floor 2 or 3 times and Chris doesn't touch the ball, I think that's, unless we're stealing the ball and laying it up, I don't think that helps us if he's not touching the ball for consecutive possessions. So as far as rhythm is concerned, it's a tough one to answer. I don't know the proper answer for that.
I like the ball was moving.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy lineups.
Yeah.
Landry,
we just talked about kicking it ahead versus their switching. Sometimes when teams switch and you hold the ball, you allow them to get the disadvantage out of the paint against the bigger guy, and sometimes when you switch big on small and you hold it, then they can get that guy out and get him on the weak side. If you kick it ahead quickly and try to post up or attack, it's hard to switch out of a bad situation for them. So I thought we did a much better job today of just kicking it ahead versus their switches. It's been good. He's been thrown into a number of situations with us, and I thought his energy tonight was great. Defensively, he made it really tough on Jeremy at times, and then he had the energy and the wherewithal to get back to a shifting position when Jeremy didn't have the ball. So I thought he was really good tonight, and he's just been a maniac attacking the glass this year. And he's, when he's knocking down his 3-point shot from the corner, it just adds to what he brings to the table every night. This is great.
Defensively, what lessons was made from last game to this game that don't do that?
Honestly, I don't think we made any. Yeah, it was just made more shots, communicated a little bit more, contested them. I don't even know how many turnovers we had last night. Probably not as many as the night before. But
So you finding the rhythm, and Monty was saying he doesn't like it when 2 possessions go by and you don't touch it. So has it been challenging finding the rhythm, not having the ball all the time, or maybe it has? That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. It's just I'm playing. You know what I mean? Just figuring it out. For us at this point, the regular season is about building. Building for the long run. So just game to game, trying to figure out what's what can last. You know what I mean? So when we get into playoff series, and it to make it where it doesn't matter who we play against. We just have a way that we're gonna play.
Last couple of years, you've used that phrase of piling up wins. And you guys are 1 in the West right now. Is that something that's still a goal? Does that matter as much? I mean, you're talking about changing priorities?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess over all these years, of course you want home court, you know what I mean? But the best feeling is when you're on a team and you just know that, you know, nobody's gonna be able to beat you 4 out of 7 times. You know, don't get it twisted. You know, the regular season is the regular season and you gotta build. But like I always say, beating a team on a Tuesday night in January, 4th game in 5 nights, you know, so what?
Chris, injuries are part of the game, but just your thoughts on Cam going down. Obviously, he's dealt with a lot.
Yeah, man, it's unfortunate. You know, this is my 3rd year here, and just getting to know Cam and knowing, you know, how great of a guy he is, how hard he works, getting into the starting lineup, you know, it's a big year for him. So this ain't it, you know, it's just a hurdle, you know, that, you know, he's gonna have to overcome, and we're gonna be right there with him.
How do you like the way Torrey's kind of fit in with that starting?
It's new, and you know, Torrey's a pro. Probably the only guy close in age to me on the team. You know what I mean? So Torrey's played overseas, he's played all around the league, and he's very adaptive. So we're lucky to have the depth that we have.
Chris, to go off topic for a minute, with the work that you've done with voting awareness, how great was it to see the league's decision with Tuesday to not have any games?
Yeah, I'm gonna just be honest with you. That ain't the league's decision. That was a collective decision, you know, with the players, right? And that's something the players came up with some years ago during the bubble and things like that. So yeah, let's just get that right, you know. And it ain't about always who did it, but the players, you know, decided that was important to make sure that voting was, you know, that day was open for everyone around the league. And so it was not just the league, not just the player, but it's collective.
Thank you for clarifying.
No problem.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, appreciate y'all.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm just lacing up.
So, just curious, looked like you and Victoria had a nice trap on Jeremy and celebrated. How big was that tonight to trap in and be more physical with him?
Yeah, just trying to make it tough. I mean, he had it rolling yesterday, and you know, we wanted to cut off the water a little bit, but you know, that's what good players do, and that's what good teams do, is make adjustments. And you know, we had a chance to do that tonight.
Coach was saying that after the way you guys lost the last game, he needed to be more attention to detail. And how much of that was on the defensive end?
Yeah, that's where it starts, and then you know, just energy in general. You know, we came in ready to play. We came in locked in on all cylinders.
How's Torrey fitting with the starting group?
I think well. You know, it's obviously a different situation than Cam Johnson, but you know, he defends at a high level. He's giving Mikal some breaks on Grant, so they switched it up a bit and making open shots too. He's been making a few corner threes yesterday and today.
But when you guys came back in the second quarter, felt like the ball was really moving, and then guys off the ball were really moving too. What'd you like offensively?
Just getting stops and getting out and playing. You know, exhausting the defense, not with the first option or the second, but just playing all the way through.
And I know injuries are part of the game, with seeing Cam with the situation with the knee, is how having you been with him for a few years now. How tough is that?
I mean, it's really tough. Obviously, most for him, and you know, we're here with him with whatever he needs. He's gonna be around the team. You know, we say family every time we break it down, and that's the situation we're in. All right, y'all.